Welcome back guys to another edition of Looted. Today we are checking out the treVolo S speaker by the guys over at BenQ. Is it BenQ or BenQ? I'm going to assume it's BenQ, but I'm sorry to the guys at BenQ if it is pronounced BenQ. Now this was actually sent to us by the guys over at BenQ, and when I got an email saying do I want to review this on the channel, I said yes, 100%, because I've been using this guy for around 2 years now, and it sounds like a hot piece of garbage. If you couldn't tell, I'm not much of an audiophile, hence why I put up with this guy for so long. So the treVolo S is an electrostatic Bluetooth speaker which supports NFC, so it's super easy to pair with your phone. It also boasts non-distorted 3D sound, as well as up to 18 hours of continuous play, and supports 16-bit audio via micro USB. All in all, that sounds like a smashing piece of kit right there.
Kryptonite for idiots.
Thanks, Ben. We've got a couple of plug adapters, one for the US and one for the UK, and then we've got the power supply right here. We've then got what looks like a carry bag for this thing. The first speaker I've ever gotten with a bag. And then we've got the speaker itself, and that is one tidy looking piece of kit right there. It's so neat. Now, one of the most unique things about this speaker are the wings on the side, as you can see here. So as well as projecting audio from the front, it also projects audio from the back, so it has a more dynamic sound. And according to the manual, when it comes to adjusting bass on this thing, it is as simple as moving it closer or further away from the wall. So if you want more bass, you have it close up to the wall. If you want less bass, you move it further away. I'm not too sure about the science behind that, but it seems to make sense in my mind, and it said it in the manual, and the manual's never wrong. I swear all Bluetooth speakers sound exactly the same. So we're going to be connecting my phone up to the speaker via Bluetooth, and as I mentioned, it has NFC built into the speaker. So we're just going to unlock the phone, place it on top here. It's as simple as that. Lucky for us, BenQ supplied us with a load of high quality WAV files to use with the speaker so we can get the optimum sound, instead of us using our usual low quality MP3 tracks which we downloaded off LimeWire.
Half of them won't get the joke. Too young.
That's fine. That joke's for us, Ben. Let's start off with some smooth jazz. Straight out of the box, you get quite a nice clean sound out of this little speaker, but that is just the standard audio mode. If you want to turn on non-distorted 3D audio, you click the mode button just on the top there. Nice! It's just a more well-rounded sound. Everything's just a little bit more clear. So let's just do a quick comparison. Let's set it to standard mode here. And then back into 3D mode. These tracks sound great, but I do have to admit they're a tad obscure. The audio is just a little bit more well-defined, but I feel like we're going to get better results if we put this up against the wall, which will then also increase the bass. Zoom in on that guy. Go on, get a good shot of that guy hiding in the corner. Barely see him. Ooh, that's better. Now, putting this thing up against the wall, you really feel the bass. You can feel the bass in the floor. Each bass drum hit, you just feel it. Everything about 3D mode just makes the sound so much more clearer. Now that right there is a solid sounding speaker, and it's tiny as well. I can't get over how small this thing is. But how does it compare to this? Honestly, I'm struggling to find nice things to say about it. Is even more than anyone that... Nice, clean, overall full sound. Now to the Monster Cube. I've never really acknowledged the brand name. I guess Monster Rectangle didn't really have the same ring to it. Listen to that bass. After hearing these two speakers side by side, I don't know how I put up with this guy for so long. So to wrap up with my final thoughts, overall I am very much enjoying what you get out of this tiny speaker. Number one, the design of this thing is great. I like how compact it is. I like the fact that you can fold down the speakers there so it's even more compact. I like how simple it is to set up, the fact that you don't even have to go through your Bluetooth menu anymore. You can just use the NFC and connect it up without even having to open up a single menu is fantastic. The fact that it can handle up to 18 hours of continuous play is astounding, especially considering the size. Nearly dropped it. Scared me a little there. And as for the sound, so well-rounded, so clean, so crisp, and with the addition of the 3D mode just makes it so much more full. Now obviously you guys have been experiencing the sound of this thing through a microphone, through your own speakers, so you're not going to get 100% accurate representation of the sound that this thing can produce, but take our word for it, it's pretty damn good. And with that, that is going to be it for another edition of Looted. If you like this video, hit like. If you really like this video, hit subscribe. We've got more videos on the way. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I've even got my own personal Twitter, which you can follow me on there. If you want to support the channel further, you can help us out on Patreon, and you can also chat with us on our Discord server. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.